Guys, this is too fucking funny. There was a court motion filed yesterday in Candy, Ojai County. And the court motion was to throw out things in the Rekieta case, namely the search warrant.
Yeah.
And they had to list reasons why the search warrant should go bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know what one of the reasons they gave for why the search warrant should go bye-bye?
Why is that?
'Cause of me.
'Cause of you?
Yeah. They put me in the papers. And they put the show in the papers.
Nice.
And you know what else they put in the papers?
What?
The title of the fucking episode. Do you know what the title of the episode they were quoting was called?
Tell me.
A More Perfect Reich. So in Nick Rekieta's defense court filings, 4 times no less, they wrote A More Perfect Reich, which will be on my epitaph. It will be, I will take that one to the grave with me. That, Nick, no matter what happens with this whole thing, buddy, I want you to remember how I made you do that. So there's nothing wrong with what Nick's doing here.
Mm-hmm.
He's throwing up a Hail Mary. Everybody who fights their case does this.
Okay.
They try to have the warrant thrown out, because if you can get the warrant thrown out, your whole case is good. You're done.
Yep.
You're finished. Because everything's the fruit of the poison tree. So you're good. So he's going to try to get the warrant thrown out. Why the fuck not? I'd do that. Here's where he gets to me. Why my part of this search warrant should be thrown out. Now, mind you, the mistake Nick is making is that even without me, they had plenty for a search warrant.
Oh, yeah.
Nick's stream where he had cocaine all over his nose and he's blabbering like a fucking asshole. That was enough for a search warrant mixed with what the pastor said and everything else.
Yep.
I was icing on the cake. Now, Nick also tries to fight the stream, saying that, well, it's a copy, so it could be edited. It's not the authentic one because I deleted that one.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you'd have to have the biggest boomer judge on earth to have that even come close to working. So, applicant, that's the detective. Okay. The applicant is the detective. Nick is the defendant. Detective asserted that defendant and Imholt, quote, may have recently had a falling out. I could make a lot of fucking each other's wives jokes at this point, but none of them would make me look good. And you know what, by God, I'm trying to look classy here. I'm trying to be a legal analyst. I'm going to be like legal mindset. I'm going to break all these things down.
Well, just don't be like Rekieta law.
Applicant asserted that defendant and Imholt may have recently had a falling out. This is an intentional misrepresentation by the applicant. Now, first of all, the detective doesn't fucking know, Nick. He wasn't smelling our dicks. Like whether or not we had a falling out or and by the way, I don't know what else to call it. I would call it a falling out. Right?
You guys broke up?
Yeah, like Nick's trying to paint this as like we were boyfriends.
The polycule split?
Yeah. And we had a breakup. Like he's like Mr. Imholt. Because remember, he asserts that nothing sexual ever happened. Everyone was just friends, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's...
But he treats this thing like it was a fucking breakup. Like he's going to be throwing a sob story in here. Like, it's more than a falling out, okay? It's some real hard feelings were exchanged. In the May 22nd, 2024 video blog by Imholt, referenced by the detective, Imholt makes clear that his relationship with defendant had degraded far beyond a mere falling out. So Nick had said, peace. I said, peace, brother. That's what he said on a stream. That I was responding to his stream. I said, peace, brother. That's what Nick said about me. Imholt states at 104.32, peace, brother, is not what Nick told me. When I said I would not be hanging out with them anymore, the text I got was something about a flabby, misshapen, doughy piece of shit I am, and the world would be a better place if I killed myself. And that is what the text says. He focuses a lot on my body, you know, like a boyfriend would.
Yes.
Imholt, starting at 106.27, then states that he communicated to Nick, quote, okay, addict, and then Imholt blocked the defendant's number. This whole thing makes me look very funny.
How does this help Nick? How does he think this helps him? Before all this shit was public, okay, addict. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Why in a case where you are accused of doing drugs that you claim you don't do? would you include a text from someone that calls you an addict?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Applicant omitted from his affidavit that Imholt had made several threats ranging from thinly veiled to full-throated against defendant.
Oh, really?
Wow, I'm a thinly veiled and a full-throated kind of a guy. Imholt stated, starting at 102:44, Nick, sweetie, baby, first of all, get help. There's nothing more demeaning than calling another man sweetie and baby. And sweetheart and pumpkin. It's just so demeaning. You're treating them like a bitch.
This isn't a court document.
I know, this is what I love. This is immortalized in the annals of Candy, Ojai County forever. Imholt
Wait, you did anal too?
That's why he's so mad.
Oh.
Imholt stated, Nick, sweetie baby, first of all, get help. Second of all, you better hope, and I said this last night, you better pray to God I don't say what I want. If I said what I want, motherfucker, that's Mount Vesuvius. Let's make a quick rule for Nicky boy here. You keep my name out of your fucking... Okay, so we got to go to the next page for keep my name out of your fucking mouth, but I want you guys to look at what they had to cite. They had to cite the Steel Toe Morning Show episode from 5/22/24, the title of which is A More Perfect Reich. That's going to be in court documents forever. A More Perfect Reich. So I wrote, so then it says, keep your name out my fucking mouth in ways like that, and I can promise I'll be as good a boy as I can be. Now, the reason they didn't put this in the search warrant is because it wasn't relevant to what they were searching for.
No.
I'll be as good a boy. Imholt then proceeded, and tell me this doesn't sound like me. Imholt then proceeded at 103:31 to compare himself to Lefty Rosenthal, popularly analogized as Ace Rothstein from the film Casino, and stated, you want to keep a guy like that happy, right? Because he could blow your shit up, right? Imholt made this comparison and similar threats at multiple points during the video. Applicant, that's the detective, misrepresented both the extent of the falling out between Imholt and defendant and Imholt's overt personal animus, bringing his statements well outside of the realm of those of a concerned citizen. Now, here's the deal.
Yeah.
I was responding to what Nick had said about me in the Coke stream.
Yeah.
What they leave out of this is that Nick was a babbling dunce about me on the Coke stream. So I decided that I would, correct the record a little bit. Applicant stated that on 5/22/24, Imholt did a video blog where he talked about Nicholas and insinuated controlled substance use, and also referenced a video blog that Nicholas put online, that's the Coke stream, that has since been taken off the internet. Imholt clearly states, starting at 55:26 in the blog, referencing Alyssa clips. So Alyssa, honey, you're in there as well. So this woman who clips a bunch of shit from my show, from Nick's show, DM'd me this. It was Nick telling a disjointed, drunken story on his stream. Here's the clip that got me riled up. Why did you put this in here? The accompanying clip that Imholt plays in the video blog is 1 minute and 11 seconds long. Applicant states that defendant's video blog is 4 hours and 4 minutes long. Applicant, therefore, knew that the video presented by Imholt in his video blog is an altered rendition of Rekieta's video and cannot be authenticated. Now, here's where Nick's problem is.
Where's that?
The detective has the full video. The detective had the full video from, I believe, and I could be wrong here, from when it was up on Rumble.
Oh.
He was using the clip that I played just to get my story, to get what I was saying, to assert the controlled substance use and everything else. So Nick's conflating two things there that don't necessarily go together.
Right.
But again, this is a Hail Mary move to try and get this thing thrown out. I get it. I understand.